Good morning once again, everybody. This is part two of our show here at St. Ives Cash, and this is Barry Fair with you. On the show now, I'd like to talk about stress and attitude. Now, last night I did the first part about stress and attitude. This is part two. Now, what can make us stressed? Well, our relationships and arguments and running out of money and running out of time, and when people tell absolute lies and not the truth. And that can make anyone feel stressed, even me. We also get stressed because we've got butterflies in our stomach, and it can upset the digestive system. Now, joining me in the studio now, welcome back to my offsider.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And I'm sure my offsider gets stressed about a lot of things.
Yeah, I think no one is completely immune to stress, and it's something that we need to learn to deal with because there's always going to be things popping up, especially living busy city lives. There's always going to be things that pop up that are stressful. But it's how we react to the stresses in our lives that makes the biggest difference to us, isn't it?
And we get stressed because somebody that we know is leaving,
Yeah, that's sad.
who we know, but of course, going off the track there for a second, we must respect the person's wishes and choices.
That's true, but also it's good to acknowledge that there is reason to be stressed, isn't it? Because we get used to people, we form relationships with people, and the thought of not having them around is stressful. And the other side of that is that when that person leaves, then another person is going to replace them. So you have to get to know a whole new person.
Well,
And that's a bit stressful.
and also, it doesn't mean that you can't say hello to them because you can phone them
Exactly.
or catch up somewhere with him or her,
Yeah.
because I'd like to share a little bit of history about what happened to me. So, in 2012, not mentioning names, a person that was working at my house, she had to leave to go and work at another site, and of course I didn't take the news very well. And I ended up having to write an email to express my feelings. Now, another way you can deal with your emotions, ladies and gentlemen, is writing an email to your manager, your site manager, or your house manager, or wherever you may be working at. So it's no good, as I've said, bottling it up, because like I said in part one of the video last evening, don't bottle it up.
No.
It's like bottling something that is not good. Open the bottle and pour it out.
Yeah.
Because, as the saying goes, ladies and gentlemen, it is better poured out than being kept in the bottle. So, here's a quote: unscrew the lid of your stress bottle and pour out the stress and tell someone how you are feeling. Don't hold it inside. Remember, if you hold anything inside you, you will be upset and you will have your day ruined. Now, here's my offside to comment on this.
Well, I think that's a great bit of advice, writing your feelings down, whether it be in an email or a letter or even in your personal diary. But writing things down is a great way to unpack your emotions. And then you also then have the second chance to then read over that and then edit it and choose what you want to pass on to the person who has caused the stress or the person that's involved in the stressful situation. Because if you just go straight to anger or
Depression.
blame or depression or whatever it is, like whatever natural human response comes out initially, that can be further damage the situation. So I think that is really, really, really great advice to write things down.
And also, when people are telling lies, this can also make us stress.
Yes.
Now, have you ever had someone tell you deliberate lies and not telling the truth? I bet you have.
Yes, I have. Yes. It's very hurtful, isn't it?
So if people want to lie, well, they have to live with the consequences.
Yeah. And we have control over our own lives. And if someone's causing us pain by lying or being disrespectful in any way, then it's also our choice to choose to have them in our lives or not. If we do what you said first, write it down, write an email, explain the situation, explain how the situation is hurting you. If the situation is not amended and that person can't correct their behavior, then maybe that person isn't someone that needs to be around you. And that's our choice as well.
And also today on the second part, we'll be talking about, sorry, I nearly said telling, and I'll just rephrase that. We'll be talking about the difference between telling the truth and lies. So that's also coming up. And also we'll be talking about how to deal with someone that told you or I absolute lies. So that's all coming up right now on our show. We hope that you will like the Stress and Attitude video part 1. And this is part 2. And we're going into part 3 now. About telling the truth and telling lies. So we will take a break there and we'll have a discussion about it. So stay right where you are. Don't go away. I'm Barry Fair.